In this video, you are going to see exactly what went into making the Feel the Same music video for Dear Ember, with behind the scenes from the shoot and a look at some of the cool stuff that goes on behind the screen.
Damn, oh my God, can't get enough. I don't want things to change.
What's up? It's me, Ashton, the guy who filmed and edited this music video. And if you haven't seen the actual video yet, you should do that first. Like, what are you doing here? But I'm going to be quickly breaking down for you what it was like creating this entire video, both in real life and behind the screen. So first, Dear Ember and I had to come up with an idea. We knew that we wanted the video to be mainly performance, and we also had the idea of the pool shot in our minds. So naturally, we kind of decided to go for a black and white vibe and try to make it as high quality as we can. We didn't really want any part of the song to be too colorful, and we really wanted Dear Ember's interaction with the love interest to feel a little like awkward and rigid. So with that in mind, we made our sets and wrote a huge shot list to keep our performance video linear. We also knew that we wanted the first half of the video to feel a little more still, both acting and filming wise, and then for there to be a lot of movement like towards the end to really drive home the emotion. So we'd officially come up with an idea for our music video.
We're over here filming this second scene, and I got my back support over here. He's always been there for me.
And then it's time to actually make stuff happen. It's time for the filming process. So going from making the sets to the craziness that was filming on these sets. And this video sucked. Like it really sucked. Dear Ember and I worked really hard on building these sets, and I know they don't look like anything crazy, but both of us spent more time in Lowe's than I thought I ever would in my single life. So the white set, we built a simple, cheap frame out of PVC pipe. I'm actually sitting at it right now. It seemed easy, but it took us way too long since we had to cut down a lot of the pipe to fit with our fabric. The white fabric that you see is a cheap white fabric from Amazon that's like 12 by 10 feet, and it worked really well as a white backdrop, obviously, and that's just clamped directly onto the PVC pipe. Obviously, we did have some weird set pieces, and to be frank, there's really no purpose or significance to any of these items. It's just Dear Ember and I went to Goodwill, grabbed a bunch of crap, and then spray painted it all white.
And we're painting everything white, so then we have this super crazy contrast from our other set that we have going on. So we're just gonna spray paint a lot of shit.
On the other hand, the dark set was a lot easier to put together. We bought from Lowe's, obviously, a huge 20-foot by 100-foot tarp and draped it on the wall and laid it across the ground in our warehouse space. And this really created an awesome effect with our lighting that looks very much like an infinite black space. But while it was a lot easier to put together the black set, filming this video was the most anxiety-induced experience of my life and Dear Ember's. We mounted our Blackmagic 4K camera onto a tripod head, which was screwed into a metal handle, which was then mounted onto a crane, which was supported by a flimsy tripod and a sandbag with a rope on it. So scary, so sketchy, so stupid. And we actually filmed all of our top-down shots that you see in the video like this.
Oh, we're taking the most expensive Dear Ember selfie.
But that's really the most exciting part of the filming process, was that jerry-rig setup, but everything other than that, filming was pretty standard. You take a set, you film a bunch of angles and takes in it, and then you move on to the next scene, and I can edit that together later. Really, the last kind of cool thing that you see in the video would be the light effect. So this was created very professionally and creatively using a cardboard box with a bunch of holes poked in it and having one of our friends move it around in front of our backlight. So it's pretty stupid, pretty simple, but it actually had a really cool effect. So that is the basics of how we filmed the video. So now that we've covered all that fun stuff, let's take a look at the edit. The first thing that was really the most challenging was making it look like Dear Ember was actually in a big body of water and not just a little kiddie pool. So I cut out everything outside the pool and layered a bunch of shots of the pool without Dear Ember in it together. And then obviously darkened everything. It isn't perfect, but I think the effect turned out pretty stinking good, and it gave me the ability to put shots of Bella, the actress, interposed with Dear Ember in the pool as well. But other than that, the edit is relatively simple. Some cool reflection effects that were pretty easy to do, cool prisms that were pretty simple, and then a mostly solid edit just on the beat, and I added some zooms where they were needed. A couple cool little mask transitions where one clip wipes into another, and then boom, we have an awesome edited music video. So that is the whole editing process, but obviously we're not done yet. This video would look like crap if it wasn't colored. script. So I booted up my favorite coloring software, Resolve, and I made the footage look pretty dang good. Darkening the black shots really created this awesome infinite space effect, and in the white scenes, I really wanted to balance the whites and really make sure that the blue popped when we got to the paint scenes. The cool thing about Resolve that's a little harder to do in other softwares is that it's very easy to select specific colors and then just make changes to just the color that you selected. But that is really it for the Feel the Same music video. This video isn't anything too special. It just took me and Dear Ember a long time, and I think it's our most professional looking video so far, so that's really cool, but that is really it. This video really was a ton of fun to work on, so shout out to Bella and all our other friends who helped a ton in the long ass process that this was. And if you have any other questions about this video that I couldn't get to here, well, leave a comment and we'll respond. So thanks so much for watching. Peace.
Damn, oh my God, can't get enough. I don't